y'all. Cutter Pack Man here for Simp Sideline. We are here in week 6, I believe, with our Buffaloes. Coach Vince Howard is 0-2 in the conference. And we keep pushing on. As you see our recruiting update, got some people that are verbally committed. And also, what else we got going on? A lot of firsts here, which is a good thing. A bunch of 3-stars, but it is what it is. At a 95 on our fire to safe approval rating from the AD. Let's get him on a visit. Locked out, so that means I should be able to schedule a visit. Take all these points away eventually, because we're gonna be able to schedule a visit. But I gotta that's what it is, because we ain't offered scholarships, that's why. You can wait a long while longer. 30 over yo. Whatever. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. See some other stuff. See if we can get like a 4-star or something that's you want to go all the way across the country, huh? Alright. Did some recruiting. Got our practice in. And we are set for rivalry week. Talking about the defense this week with our cornerback and their edge rusher, left edge rusher. They're putting up 31 points per game. We putting up 25. They putting up 355 on the yards per game. We putting up 421, 213 passing, and 311 for us. Look like they kind of a ground attack team, if I had to say so myself. And they giving up 16 a game. We giving up 20. So probably should be a low scoring one. And what we got going on this week? We got Ohio State versus IU. Red River rivalry. Oklahoma beat Texas. Kentucky playing Oklahoma this week. Notre Dame versus BYU. Where we going? Where we going? Here we go. Conference standings right now, we are at the bottom of the top. 0-2. 16 teams in the Big 12. See the top 8 over there on the other side. And like I said, we number 15. And then you got your top 25 here. Oregon, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Indiana, and the U round out the top 5. But let's get it. It's time to get on the field. Let's try to correct this loser streak we got going on here. And in essence, we ain't going throwback, but we're going to go with this. Try to show up and show out here in the all gray unis.
Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Utah Utes.
Gotta hold them back. All right, defense, let's show out. Defense got a 3 and out. All right, offense. Time to show up for your defense.
Punch, Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
Oh, God. They jammed up the way I wanted to go on that play.
And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly out.
Oh, my goodness.
Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Now the play fake. Complete.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the red area, it's Parker. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense is kind of showing.
All right, let's only let them get 3.
Together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch. They've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He didn't get it. He didn't get it.
He has enough to move the chains.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up.
That's it.
He breaks the play. Touchdown, Utah.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right.
All right, offense. Let's go out here and respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Lewis to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Play action with Lewis. Right down the middle.
Oh!
And the
nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing.
Wasn't the worst thing in the world. 3 and out, only gave up 3.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis on the play action. The short hands, it's Young. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throwing, Lewis. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Play fake, Lewis. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting
Let
the
the quarter
tackle,
go so we can give our running back some more time. Matter of fact, let me do this.
Down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Maybe he'll come back out in the second quarter.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air again, Lewis. Fires to the big fella. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
Catch in the middle, it's Welch. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Lewis. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside. It's Welsh. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Take it. Oh, God.
It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Gets the back moving. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I shouldn't even throw it to him.
They're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt.
Oh my gosh.
Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes a grab over the middle. Bounced off his feet.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great job by the defense, understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
Oh, I hate when we give too much time.
First down as they mark it at the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Utes are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. It's complete to the left.
That's 4.
Hey,
probably going for it. Yep.
He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Again, it's Parker. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And
there we go.
Intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the offense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got it set up on the outside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Play action with Lewis. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Oh, come on.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Lewis.
Oh my gosh.
Time running out,
I
and
forgot
he
it's some
goes down.
freaking play action there.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Extending the play.
Get him.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Dampier.
Oh.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz. Get to him. Try to speed up the processor just a little
crap,
bit.
I can't
Force
see.
the scramble. No damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Where?
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end.
Oh!
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snags it, and he's open. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lewis. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. Lewis wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 15 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Sooners in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. And now back to your game in Boulder. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, we right there. This game is for the taking. We just need to control this second half.
The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Colorado's head coach at halftime. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Here's a heap. He's on the move. Oh, it's a fumble.
Oh,
Defense falls on the ball. Gonna be a
I
turnover.
feel like he was down. But I ain't for sure. Oh, God.
Get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
Challenge it just because.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Yeah, I think he was balls coming out. You gonna see? Yep.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Utah
That
has
is
it
not
back in
what
the
we
offense
needed.
Coming onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard,
Oh.
but putting points up would be huge here. And tackled there by the
I
defense.
missed the play in the damn backfield.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of
I don't know if he's gonna ever put the ball back in the air.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete.
And sure enough, the same play I say he's not gonna put it in the air. What does he do? He puts it in the air.
They've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Handoff for Parker. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try.
That's all right.
Absolutely center
Rather give
cut.
up 3 than
They
6.
double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On the gun on third down, Lewis. Under fire. On the move and looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of.
Oh, come on. That was high than the motherfucker.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there.
Maybe some room here. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier.
I let him go.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a gift to Parker. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now on the option. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. this offense ready to begin this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Lewis. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Lewis to throw.
Oh, shit.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ewes. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to
Oh, catch the ball, my guy.
Play, just execute the offense.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The run inside. It's Welch. There's a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis. Throwing right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open. I had him. I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Lewis wants to pass. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. So now it's second and long. Lewis on the play action. He'll throw it. And
Oh, come on.
third time today. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Hauls it in. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Utes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Colorado sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Lewis to throw. Going deep. Just about had another one picked up.
Interception number 4.
3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers.
He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Throwing, Lewis. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to power it in. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brink.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Fires quickly. Lowers those pads. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Makes one man miss. Across the 15, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lewis. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake, Lewis. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. It's Lewis again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Colorado. The Buffaloes leap back on top.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, he dropped it. Wow.
Money down defensively. You got to find ways to affect.
That's some luck.
Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion.
And we still got to score 9 because I missed a freaking extra point. Oh my God.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Perry.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air again, Lewis. Got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Throw it, Lewis. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffs.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
You cannot say These buffs don't have fight.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Dampier.
Oh, fuck!
One guy, now he's loose.
I saw it. I literally saw it.
First down, ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing. And he does exactly that.
And they'll take a knee. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Man, oh man. If he has one less interception, he hadn't turned the ball over in a couple games. I think we come out with a W on this one. Man. And he fumbled. He was just a turnover machine today. I don't know if he coming back. He just sat out the rest of the game. That was just crazy. What else? They were 5 sacks. 4 sacks. Did get an INT. That's very nice. Blotch, extra point hurt too. Nevertheless, still sums up to an L. We working. We will catch y'all on the next one. Cutter Pac-Man is out. Sim sideline 2-4 Buffaloes. Peace.